What up, bitches? It's a misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. So I'm hearing now Clayface, the famous Batman villain, he's going to be he's going to be homosexual on the Harley Quinn cartoon that is on what is it, the DC Universe streaming service. They're going to put him in as homosexual. Now, the reason I'm making this video, not only because of the fact that I have to show you that this woke shit is getting out of hand, but when I did my Batman is going woke video referring to the upcoming Matt Reeves Batman movie, Matt Reeves directed Batman movie, I should say. Robert Pattinson is playing Batman. I got a few comments on there where people were like, nah, dude, it's not going to be that way. And there's no way in hell. Nah, you're reading into it too much. And I got to say to you, not only through the example of this video, but I got to say to you, where have you been the last couple years when it's been coming to Marvel and DC primarily pushing all these woke and weak social justice narratives? And you know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. The last couple months, I mean, you can see the safe space and snowflake shit that was thrown at us as comic book fans, then Gotham City High. And I mean, listen, you can't say that they're not going down this annoying path. You can't say that. Okay, so let this be another example for you. Okay, so Harley Quinn, like I said, has a cartoon on the Disney Universe streaming service. I forget what it's exactly called. I think it's DC Universe. Whatever. Someone correct me in the comments. And they're up to season 2 now. I think season 2 is gonna debut or whatever. But to be honest, I wasn't interested in this from the beginning because I love Harley Quinn, but I saw a snippet of it on, I believe my man The Quartering was doing a review on it. And, you know, it's just filled with forced cursing. And I love to fucking curse. But, I mean, when it's forced, it just sounds like, it's just weird to me. And the first scene had the Joker disguised as some rich white dude. And he was on a boat. And him and Harley were going to rob it, I think. And he starts off by saying, hello, my fellow whites. And I was like, oh, my God. I so see where this is going. Yo, I'm out of here. I don't want no parts of this shit. Okay? So, be that as it may, I try to avoid that show. Now, I saw this article, and I said, you gotta be kidding me. Right? So, anyway, Clayface, for those who don't know who this villain is, he is a guy who can essentially shapeshift into whoever he wants, and he's deformed. Like his form as Clayface is malleable, like he's amorphous. Like I think he could switch his size, but it could go up to a certain extent. Like I don't think he could become like Apocalypse size or anything, but you know what I'm saying. I grew up with this character in Batman the Animated Series, which came out in the early 90s. Fucking phenomenal cartoon. One of the greatest cartoons of all time. Check it out if you haven't, okay? And there's different incarnations of Clayface, different people who became Clayface, but in the show, in Batman the Animated Series, it was Matt Hagen, the Matt Hagen version of Clayface. Now, the origin of how he became Clayface, you gotta watch it. It's Batman the Animated Series was such a dark cartoon, and even his origin, how he became Clayface, was fucking wrong, bro. Like Roland Daggett, who was a gangster in Gotham City, tried to have him killed by taking this putty that he used to heal like disparities and facial. It's basically like facial reconstruction and scars and everything. He had his goons asphyxiate him with it, like make him choke on it, and they left him for dead. And then what happened was the putty, which was artificially created, scientifically created, it merged with his cells and turned him into Clayface. But anyway, he's a badass essentially. And I was reading this article here, and essentially he's in love with some. I don't even want to go into it, bro. Look, the fact that you have to push this guy's sexuality is ridiculous. Matt Hagen, that version of Clayface was an actor, was a ladies guy, number one. Number two, if you really want to go in that direction, have him shapeshift into someone that's he's trying to get close to someone in order to get something. You know what I mean? And the person happens to be gay, the other dude. Like, use that as an angle, you know, so that way it stays somewhat story based. That's what I'm talking about. Like, this shit, like, they're putting it out there as this dude has a crush on some dude named Chad. And I mean, just look at your screen right now. Anyone who grew up with Clayface knows that is not how Clayface acts. He's not sitting looking at a phone trying to go out on a date with some dude. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I just want you to know, I want you to see what the hell's going on here. Again, nothing wrong with having characters that are gay, but there is everything wrong with taking established characters and pushing your progressive bullshit on these characters that are already established. Make a new character or make it where it makes sense. Like I said, have him go after somebody, but the way to get to this person is to shapeshift into somebody that, you know, is possibly the guy's lover or whatever. And by the way, like, speaking of Batman the Animated Series, this has already sort of been done, because if you watched Batman Beyond, which is part of Batman the Animated Series, you had Ra's al Ghul try to come back in the future, but what happened was he inhabited his daughter's body, basically sacrificed his own daughter because he wanted to get close to Bruce Wayne, and he was seducing Bruce Wayne. So, I mean, I'm going to leave it to your own imagination to see where I'm going. But they even made a joke about it on that episode. I forget what the episode is called, but it's on Batman Beyond. And they made a little joke hinting at it. Like, I think Terry McGinnis was like, don't look at me, you kissed him. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there are ways to do this. This where you're just harping on the sexuality, it's going to be, it's coming off as cringe, forced, and fucking weird. But again, this video is dedicated to those that are saying, nah, man, that would never happen. Nah, you're looking into it too much, all right? So quick video. Again, I recommend the old Batman cartoon, Batman the Animated Series, The Adventures of Batman and Robin, Batman the New Adventures, and Batman Beyond, all right? That era of Batman cartoons is where I'm at. That's solid storytelling, no bullshit, straight up Batman, all right? But anyway, Jesus. Y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate, most of all, subscribe. Follow me on BitChute and Brighteon, and spread this on social media everywhere, all right? That's it. Peace, bitches.